Hi everyone, Bernard here on behalf of movieGameNostalgia.com. This is our latest look at what's new to the cinema, just 3 films with this one. Please push the old subscribe button if you want to know about these things, push the bell notifications so you know these movie reviews come out, and obviously the board game reviews and poster reviews, etc. that are on my Bernard Deneen YouTube website, plus football. If you're interested in Manchester City, the history of Manchester City and what's going on in the world of Manchester City now, please check the playlists, and all the links are below in the comments section. Anyway, this is a quick look at new movies. We've got 3 to the cinema or movie theatre this week. The first one we're going to look at, this is just information. There'll be deeper reviews on my Twitter page and on the blogs, on blogs on movieGameNostalgia.com, my website. So just keep a lookout for those as well. This is just information for you to let you know what's out there, and a brief description and some information on the films as well. First one I'm going to look at is called The Gentleman, which is an 18 rating. It's an 18 certificate, an hour and 53 minutes. It's a crime action thriller. Film follows American expat Mickey Pearson, who has created a highly profitable marijuana empire in London. When word gets out that he is looking to cash out his business, it triggers plots, schemes, bribery and blackmail in an attempt to steal his domain out from under him. And this is written and directed by Mr. Guy Ritchie, so it's a welcome return for Guy Ritchie to our screens. It stars, amongst many people, Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Michelle Dockery, Colin Farrell with a wonderful Irish accent as usual, and the irrepressible and wonderful Hugh Grant. It'd be quite a good part for him in this as well. Is it any good? Well, not many of the public have had a chance to see it yet, but I've just been having a look at the critics' ratings. They're not very complimentary. It's got a Metascore critics rating of 5.3 out of 10, which is pretty low, obviously. Not very good. And the Telegraph's Robbie Collins scored it 6 out of 10, so he was one of the higher ones. And he wrote, "The Gentleman is a valiant, often raucous bid to drag the tried and true old Ritchie formula into the present. And while the result feels like he got about as far as 2005, with lip service acknowledgements of grime music and YouTube, for the purposes of this film, it's close enough." So give it a 6 out. I mean, 6 out of 10 is a watchable score in my opinion. I've watched the trailers of this, and it is one I think if you like the Guy Ritchie stuff, please go out and have a look at this and let me know in the comments below what you think of The Gentleman, which is an 18 certificate. And on to the next one, which is getting a little bit of hype at the moment. This is the one that's getting all the hype on social media, and it's called Jojo Rabbit. And it's a 12A certificate, an hour and 48 minutes, a war drama comedy, directed and written by Taika Waititi, if I pronounce that right. Stars Roman Griffin Davis, Thomasin, McKenzie, and Scarlett Johansson, the lovely Scarlett Johansson. And it's about it's a World War II satire that follows a lonely German boy named Jojo, as in the title, Roman Griffin Davis, whose worldview is turned upside down when he discovers his single mother, Scarlett Johansson, is hiding a young Jewish girl, Thomasin McKenzie, in their attic. Aided only by his idiotic imaginary friend, Adolf Hitler, Taika Waititi, Jojo must confront his blind nationalism. Well, there you go. That's obviously a synopsis to grab you there, isn't it? One way or the other. Any good? Well, Metascore critics, 5.7 out of 10, so not great, the Metascore critics rating. Total Films, Jane Crowther gave it 6 out of 10, which is okay, and wrote, "Though it dabbles with the horror of the Third Reich, it never examines their worst atrocities, and that perhaps is too careless in today's world of a rising far right and stealth dictatorships. But if you're looking for a giddy escapism, Bowie tunes, and an unapologetic good time with a side-order remembrance of World War II, then you'll have as much fun as the cast clearly had making this." I mean, it's always a problem if the cast seems to be having more fun on screen, but might not be a bad thing. But have a look at this, the Internet Movie Database user rating. So this is the Joe Public. This is you and me. Gave it 8.1 out of 10. So a big difference between the people, the Joe Public and the critics. I usually believe the Joe Public more perhaps so than the critics. AGV Triple S on the 27th of December 2019. He rated 8 out of 10. And he wrote, "Jojo Rabbit is a fun movie. Funny dialogues between characters and a lot of funny scenes. Every time Taika Waititi was on screen, I laughed so hard. Watch it, but you may not like the movie. it divides a lot of critics. In my opinion, this is a fun movie with good acting and great actors. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of part and parcel, really, with the style of film. Obviously, it was a film that stars Hitler. I mean, it isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. I've seen this film. It's all taken from my review on the movieGameNostalgia.com website. This is what I said about it. I did watch it a few weeks ago. A darkish comedic take on the Nazis and an imaginary Hitler and an Anne Frank-type character hidden in an attic. Not really appreciated by critics. This is just about watchable for most. A reasonable comedic start with some good characters turns into a tale of young love and the perils of trying to grow up very fast during a very dark period of time. It flits from humour to semi-darkness storylines throughout, which leads it to be neither one thing nor the other. It's unfair to compare it to such classics of this genre, like Life is Beautiful, a superb film, as you know, but you have to, and it was well below that standard. Not bad, but hard to rave over a movie where I actually liked the Hitler character. Was I supposed to? I'm not sure. And a special mention to the younger actors who on the whole did a great job. And my MGN overall rating was 6.5 out of 10, but it is a film that's going to split opinions. But if you like, I say Life is Beautiful was a superb film. If you've never watched that, please go back and watch that. It's a subtitled Italian film, but superb film. This tries to be a slight imitation of it, but there's no comparison. But I did quite enjoy Jojo Rabbit, and I wouldn't put you off going to watch that. And let me know what you think about that one. And the last one we're going to look at today is called In the Line of Duty, and it's also called Just Line of Duty, also known as that. It's a 15 rating, an hour and 38 minutes, an action thriller. And it's about Frank Penny, who is a disgraced cop looking for a shot at redemption after killing a child abductor. With the police chief's 11-year-old daughter's life on the line, Frank goes rogue to try and save her. But to find the girl, Frank will need the help of vlogger Ava Brooks, whose live streaming news channel is broadcasting Frank's every move. While a city watches, Frank and Ava race against time. And not only do they have to face every daring obstacle, but also the abductor's brother who's out for revenge. Directed by Stephen C. Miller, written by Jeremy Drysdale, stars Giancarlo Esposito, Dina, Meyer, and Courtney, Eaton. Any good? Internet Movie Database user rating. We don't have any. I don't think we have any critics ratings on this at the moment. So we've only got a Joe Public. It's only getting a 5.1 out of 10, which isn't great. And again, this is split in opinion. I'll give you two totally different views here. I'll quote from Gavin V on the 24th of December 2019. He rated it 8 out of 10, so he's quite high compared to the average. I've been a fan of, he goes on to say, I've been a fan of Aaron Eckhart since I first saw him in Erin Brockovich. I've always thought of him as this serious actor who can play only serious roles. I loved him in Battle LA. I watched Line of Duty having only watched a basic trailer that intrigued me. Yeah, I did. I watched the trailer. It looks quite good. Nothing exciting and very low expectations. Then I gave the movie my full attention and was delighted to see that AE has a funny side to him, one that allows him to deliver one-liners that admin stitches during this movie. Do yourself a favour, watch this movie. It's not going to win any awards and it won't break any records in terms of earnings, but what it will do is introduce you to a side of an underrated actor that will have you chuckling along long after the credits have rolled. I mean, I'm a bit confused. It's not supposed to be a comedy, so obviously that guy likes it purely because of Aaron Eckhart. So I would take that with a little bit of trepidation, that review. But as I said, most of the reviews around the 4 or 5 mark out of 10. And Evan Hamed on the 22nd of November 2019, he only rated it 4 out of 10 and went on to write briefly, complete nonsense, tame action, scenes very poor acting. Aaron Eckhart is okay. So again, he didn't mind Aaron Eckhart's role in it. It could be a good action movie, but they failed. Nothing new. Watch it if you have nothing else better to do. So, and that generally with a 5.1 out of 10 score on Internet Movie Database is probably the most people's thoughts on that. But as I said, I've watched the trailer. It did look interesting. I did fancy watching that. So as I said, just look out for the reviews on Twitter at nostalgia_movie or on my blogs on my website, moviegamenostalgia.com. And also on Facebook with Berdanine with links to moviegamenostalgia.com. Keep an eye out as well. If you push the bell notification, I'm doing a little special review We have a new mini-series, Dracula, out on early January from the BBC stroke Netflix. Netflix have always also had a part in this, so I'll be doing a special on Dracula, letting you know a bit of the background and some old films that I can recommend you watch, and obviously an up-to-date review on this new mini-series. So please keep your eyes out for that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, and more importantly, look after your family. And I hope to see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.